and gone, but with it came additional devices that are now connected to your home Wi-Fi network, and this can cause some problems for you. Local technology teacher Kevin Andrews joins us. He discusses these problems and offers solutions. He spoke with VOCM's Claudette Barnes.
So, Kevin, what are some common complaints that you get with regards to home Wi-Fi problems?
Most often than not, complaints are the greatest just after Christmas when additional wireless devices are added to an existing wireless network. And it's not uncommon to get anywhere between 5 to 15 different devices connected to a single home wireless network at one time, all vying for shared wireless bandwidth. And so if you have an older wireless router, sometimes that can be very taxing on it, causing complaints and frustration from people plagued by slow speeds, low signal reception, and unreliable concurrent connections.
So what are some of the possible fixes that people can try?
Well, to start with, you want to make sure that the software running on your wireless router is up to date. Just like a computer, your router runs an operating system that sometimes needs updating. Especially if it's several years old, you probably can't set that as an automatic update, and so you'll have to use your web browser and log into your router manually and set a manual update. Sometimes this can certainly improve your wireless's reliability and speed. Also, too, keep in mind that your router is a small computer run on an operating system. Rebooting it frequently can also help, and if not, then your next option is to find the perfect spot in your house for your router. For some people, this is not possible, but if you want the best signal and if you're able to move your wireless router, you'll need it sort of in the open, free from any walls and obstructions. If it has antennas, point them vertically and try and elevate the router as high as possible. Lastly, too, make sure it's in the center of your house. That'll give you sort of the best possible coverage throughout your home. Finally, if none of these options help your situation, you might also want to think about changing your wireless's channel. Especially if you have neighbors and they have wireless routers, their signal could be interfering with yours, causing your signal to degrade. So wireless routers can operate on a number of different channels, and you want to have yours on a channel with as little interference as possible. And so the easiest way to diagnose this is to use a program on your computer or an app on your device. For Android devices, I'd recommend searching for Wi-Fi Analyzer on the Google Play Store. And for Apple devices, I'd recommend using a program on your Mac called iStumbler. And you can find that at www.istumbler.net.
But do you have any other options if people don't have any success with those ones?
There are, though it'll probably cost you now. You want to check to see if your wireless router supports dual band radio frequencies. And if not, you can certainly look to purchase one at a store. So the dual band wireless routers are really almost like having two routers in one, where one band running at 2.4 gigahertz can serve as sort of an access point for your older wireless devices, while the second band running at 5 gigahertz can serve as a much higher speed access point for all of your newer devices that support it. So with that in mind, I've noticed that Bell & Rogers are now offering dual band wireless routers as part of their internet packages, something that you can certainly check into if you're looking to change your existing package or switching providers.
So other than incompatibility with older wireless devices, are there any disadvantages to using this 5 gigahertz frequency band?
Well, the only downside to the 5 gigahertz frequency is that it has a much shorter range, and so it might not reach as far throughout your house. So if you plan on using it with your phone or your laptop, you want to be closer to the router to take advantage of its faster speeds. Again, all dependent on if your device supports this frequency.
I've also heard that wireless extenders can help.
They can help increase the distance of your signal throughout your house, but you also need to keep in mind that as the amount of devices connecting to it increases, your reliability will still decrease. I know for me, having about over 20 wireless devices in my house, where many can be found at the same time using a connection, investing in 2 wireless access points was a good solution.
So if people wanted to get any more information about home wireless, where would be a good place to go?
One site that I frequent is the website www.lifehacker.com. If you click on the title search icon at the top of the page and type in improving home Wi-Fi or something to that effect, you will get a whole bunch of helpful advice on that particular topic.
Kevin, informative as always. Appreciate your time. We'll talk next week.
Yeah, thanks again for having me today. I appreciate it.
That's Computer Systems Administrator Kevin Andrews with this week's Tech Talk. You can follow Kevin on Twitter at Kevin Andrews or read his blog at thedigitalteacher.ca.